Your money runs out because the problem is not your salary. The problem is that your money does not stay with you. Your money runs out because the money you earn goes to the people you owe before it even lands in your account. It goes to your credit debts. It goes to your subscriptions. It goes to the clothes in your closet that you never even wear. It goes to the things you have only used a few times. It goes to the habits that try to make you look rich, but actually make you dependent on your paycheck. Most people think that if they earn more money, they will reach financial freedom. But the truth is this: if you do not know how to keep your money, earning more will not make you free. It will only put you in a more luxurious cage. Today, I will give you ideas and guidance about how you can keep more money without earning more, based on things I personally apply. Because most of the time, the reason you stay broke is not income. It is that the things you think you own actually own you. Think about it carefully. There are two people. One of them earns very good money. He lives in a nice home. He has a big television. He has an expensive couch. His closets are full of clothes. His kitchen is full of appliances he almost never uses. Imagine that his home is full of boxes, extra stuff, old purchases, and things he has not touched for years. From the outside, it looks like he is living a luxurious life. But when he looks at his bank account, he feels pressure inside. Because if he missed 2 paychecks, he would fall into crisis. The other person earns less, but his home is simple. He only owns the things he actually uses. In his closet, he only has clothes he really wears. In his kitchen, he only has things he truly uses. He has no unnecessary debt. Every month, he sets money aside. He saves money. He invests. And this is where the painful truth begins. A person who earns less can be freer than a person who earns more. Because the issue is not how much you earn. The issue is whether you can keep the money you earn. The first rule is this: everything you buy has 2 prices. The first price is the money you pay at the checkout. Everyone sees that. But nobody cares about the second price. That object takes up space. It needs cleaning. It needs maintenance. It creates mental weight. And most importantly, you lose the chance to invest that money. For example, you bought a kitchen appliance. It looked very cool, but you used it twice in a year. Then that product is not cheap. It is very expensive per use. But if you bought a quality coat and wore it for years, it may look expensive at first. But when you look at the cost per use, you realize you actually needed that product. That is why Tyler's rule is simple. Before you buy something, ask yourself, will I really use this? If the answer is not clear, do not buy it. The second rule: if an item disappeared or broke, would you buy it again? Take a look at the things in your home. Look at the clothes you do not wear. Look at the tools sitting in boxes. Look at the things that only take up space. Ask yourself honestly, if this thing disappeared today, would I go and buy it again? If your answer is no, that item is not a conscious choice in your life. It is just a burden left over from the past. And that burden does not only take up space, it also takes over your mind. More stuff means more decisions, more cleaning, more mess, more distraction. Living simply does not mean living poor. Living simply means not wasting your money and your mind. The third rule: do not waste your money and buy new things just because you are bored. Your phone works, but because a new model came out, you immediately want to buy it. Your television works, but because there is a bigger one, you want to buy it. This is not wealth. This is marketing turning you into its slave. Not everything new has to be bought. If something is not broken, if it still does its job, and if it is not truly holding you back, do not replace it just because a new version came out, because shopping out of boredom slowly melts your money away. The fourth rule: make spending harder and saving easier. People always want to move toward what is easy. If shopping apps are still on your phone, if your credit card is saved on every website, and if discount emails are constantly coming in, you are not actually protecting your money. You are setting a trap for yourself. So build a simple system. Delete shopping apps. Remove your card information from websites. For unnecessary purchases, give yourself a 1-day waiting rule. As soon as your paycheck comes in, automatically send part of it to savings or investments because willpower does not always stay strong, but a system stays strong. The fifth rule: burn the word enough into your brain. Most people's money problem is this: they do not know how much is enough, and their eyes are never satisfied. Their income increases, and they renew their clothes. Their income increases, and they change their lifestyle for ridiculous fashion trends. Then they earn more, but they still feel broke because the target keeps moving forward. So ask yourself clearly, how many clothes are truly enough? How much monthly spending gives me a normal life? If you do not define this, the system will define it for you, and the system always wants you to buy more. The sixth rule: learn to measure wealth not by what you own, but by the options you have. Real wealth is not a big television. Real wealth is not the newest phone model. Real wealth is not a closet full of clothes. Real wealth is having options. Can you leave a job you hate? Can you go on vacation without asking your boss for permission? Can you move to a new city? Can you take a risk immediately when an opportunity appears? If you get sick, lose your job, or your income drops, can you still stand on your feet? That is real money and real freedom. Because every unnecessary purchase does not only take money from you, it also takes away your future options. The unnecessary thing you buy today takes away the freedom you could have tomorrow. And most people realize this too late. Look, the point is not to buy nothing. The point is not to live a low-quality life. The point is to understand this: every purchase either moves you closer to freedom or makes you more dependent on your paycheck. So do not wait to earn more money. First, stop the money you already earn from slipping out of your hands. Buy fewer unnecessary things. Spend less to show off. Eat out less. Keep more money. Invest more. Create more options. Because financial stability does not begin by suddenly becoming rich one day. Financial stability begins by not buying what is unnecessary today. I am Tyler. And on this channel, the goal is not to look rich. The goal is to truly build. Do not forget to subscribe.